guess is that China, with its nearly $2 trillion of reserves and pent-up internal demand for urbanization, which can take 30 years of investment looking forward successfully, has enough internal demand to make up for the loss of export earnings. And it doesn't really need to depend on anybody else's foreign beneficence or lending, because it's the banker right now. So it can reduce its export surplus, it can use its own reserves, it can boost its internal demand, and I think that it's likely to do all of these things. Likely is not sure on anything. So, and I may be wrong, of course, in that analysis, but I'm banking on a China turn out of this first. I'm expecting that that means that other parts of Asia will also start to recover earlier. So I'm banking on Asia coming out faster than Europe and Europe and North America, basically. If Asia tumbles, which it could very well tumble because Japan and Korea are both in a mess right now, and Japan mismanages its macroeconomy very badly, typically, and it's doing so again. And its political leadership is completely fractured, and its institutions are in very bad shape, so sorry for the optimism. But if Asia can get its act together, it is the surplus region of the world. It doesn't require the foreign borrowing from the others. It's got its own reserve base. It's got its technology base. It's got its internal trade. It's got its long-term social needs for investment. China could invest for decades to come just cleaning up its pollution, assuring its water supply, building basic urban infrastructure for another 500 million people, not worrying so much about the global export demand right now. So Guangdong, which is their export zone, that's really heavily hit and won't quickly recover. But China's a very big place, and I think that other parts of China can. If I were doing this, I'd be stressing a lot more these global linkages than our national policymakers do. And I don't believe that the U.S. team is sufficiently international yet. I say that. I got students galore in this administration. They're all properly trained in international finance. But I don't see the political attention yet. And in general, I find Congress to be not responsible on these matters. Stop baiting the Chinese. Stop viewing this as a time for protectionist rhetoric and heated discussion about currency manipulation. And this kind of talk is destructive. And we've just got to move to grown-up things right now, and really have to stop doing this, because we need proper coordination with China. That's the most important macroeconomic cooperation right now. It's very fragile. Nationalism in China is very strong and rising. From their point of view, this completely irresponsible power that overborrows, that goes to war on flagrant grounds, that is a destabilizing force in the world, is also provoking them.